Previously on Sherlock Holmes The Awakened.
Those who take it. Walk away. Let the unknown be.
Holmes, what are you doing, sitting in a place like this?
How did you get here? How did you get through the maze? Tell me, Watson.
What maze? I walked straight up to you. You saw me.
Do not lie to me, John. How did you get...
Blunt trauma to the cranium, dilated pupils, lips moving without a sound.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. We are back for chapter 7 of Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. Last time we found Mr. Anderson in a hidden cave. He was, I would say, being ritualed on. I would say that word is a thing. And now we found some clues from it, and we are back in London to put together all the clues that we found and trying to figure out where the ritual is gonna be. And with that, let's get on with the video. The 7th, the book from beyond London. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing and clicking the like button. I really much appreciate it.
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation,
It's Mycroft.
you fled.
I...
Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, the Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics and Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear, as rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil
What?
afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them. You and the rest of your corpulent cronies.
Ha! Corpulent! That was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
All right, so the choice is made.
I beg your pardon?
There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
That's a good idea, John. Oh, Sherlock? It looks like
As you were,
out of
Watson.
it.
Do what you must.
What is the cryptic message from Ashman about? Who is the cult leader? Where is their goal? Okay. Alright, just go to the let's go to Mr. Barnes.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details. Cool. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, kid. about a newspaper. Here it is. Storm of the century. Tempest, which many already called the storm of the century, has been raging west of Luckabear's coastline over the past fortnight. Officials are armed by signs of storms intensification. Intensification. The storm is talking to taking a toll on shipping and seamen's. Trying to say that properly without saying a different word. Lives within 34 ships reported lost, even as this article goes to press. Hundreds of lives hung in the balance, with seamen struggling against the elements. Sadly, the Royal Navy rescue is forbidden to launch any party, any search parties due to dangerous condition. Her Majesty Queen Victoria held an emergency meeting with her ministers about the crisis along our coast, and it was learned that similar phenomena of lower importance are occurring around the world. In other news, a French thief, his initials AL, is toying with Scotland Yard. AL. Scotland Yard. Can I go to Scotland Yard? I can go to Mr. Barn. I don't need to walk. I can just teleport. There you go. Hello, Mr. Barnes.
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson. Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job, and now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
About Stevenson's gilding guarding light.
Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh, already on it, as you can tell.
If you can have it done at your earliest convenience, that would be lovely. Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged.
Shelves on the right.
For some reason, it makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, I wonder why. Greatest British Families, the volume gathers facts, stories, and gossip about the members and success of British families. It is a somewhat chauvinistic account of Britain's finest. Okay. Now what? Okay, read it. Cryptic message to Ashmet. The message is transcribed by Davy It's addressed to Ashmet reads, when the storm starts where the ship falls, at Gilding Light, the last embrace of all the chosen. But say not to me that the weakly I declined the labors of my sire and fled the sea, the towers we founded and the lamps we lit. Ah, I don't want to say London. I don't have a. I would have a temperance. I have to look at the location. Uh, Scottish. Scottish author Robert Louis, Scotland. Okay. Title Duke, Mark, Counts, Barons, Knights, Barons. The song starts where the ship falls. Activist and Gilding Knight, the last embrace of the chosen. Barnes says it reminds him of a up and coming Scottish author Robert Louis. And he veered away from his family's non literary vocation as suggested in this poem. Marcuses Dukes counts. Uh Author. The account, is he whatever he is? Mm, I don't have a period neither, so I can't say which. Wait, what about this? Politics, philanthropy, medicine, exploration, politics. Maritime. I don't know what maritime is. But I'm gonna no, not that. Choose this title. Oh, no one has a title, so I can't search titles. Location. I don't have a period neither. Not a duke. Count. Barons. Knights. Hmm. Let's say knights. Barons. No, no. Okay, none of these. Something's off somewhere. I don't have a period. It doesn't say when and where. It just says a period. Yeah, so I don't have a period. I mean, I can set a period if it tells me a period or a year or at least something. That's it. That's what it is. This makes sense. Something to do with boat and ship or sailing or whatever. What are the titles? I tried every single title. It doesn't work. May I just try these? I mean, what century is Sherlock is right now? Can't be 14. Let's try this. The book Greatest British Family briefly mentioned the Stevenson famed famed for their lighthouses across all of Scotland. Funnily enough, the first Stevenson in the lineage shared the same given name as the latest, the author Robert Louis Stevenson. Even since the Bell Rock lighthouse's e- erection in 1810, Stevenson have left their mark around Scotland via civil engineering feats in the maritime industry. Whe- Whether the lighthouse were built by Robert Stevenson or his son Alan David, and Thomas, sailors roaming Scotland's coastline have the dynasty to thank for guiding them to prosperity and safety. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Stevenson family. That's right. But okay. Uh, Cryptic message to Ashmet. The message mentioned a place where the cult plans to gather. A lighthouse built by Stevenson west of Lochaber, Scotland. Lochaber, whatever. Okay, who is the cult leader and what is their goal? I don't think I have anything. I don't think it's any of these. Yep. Need more. Okay.
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Loch Harbour, west coast.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk.
No, thank you, good sir.
All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Much appreciated.
Why don't you just give it to Watson so Watson just put it on the table? That doesn't make sense that he just leave the counter, put it on here, and I just wait, comes back, and then... Yeah, go ahead, Watson. Whatever. Yeah, use that. Certain family. Skirroy Lighthouse, located in the remote island of same name. Skirrybor Lighthouse lies southwest of the inhabitants island tire. Designed and built in 1844, by Alan Stevenson, the tower is a testament of determination of the Empire workers and engineers to make life safer for seamen. The lighthouse has seen 6 years of construction, with numerous men risking their lives to build their granite beacon of safety atop dangerous rocks. Okay, that's one. Okay, that's one over here, and then there's two on the right. Bearhead Lighthouse, located on Utter Hebrides Island of Bora Head. Lighthouse illuminates the southern entrance to the Mink. The tower, designed by Robert Stevenson and built by James Smith of Inverness in 1833, is made of stone and is deemed the Union Kingdom's highest lighthouse, standing at 682 feet above sea level. Interesting. Rubanangal Lighthouse. Rubanangal means Stranger's Point in Scottish Gaelic. This simple yet elegant brick tower of light, built in 1857 by David and Thomas Stevenson, is not even the only one the dynasty erected that year. It is 62 feet tall and bears a luminous range of 10 nautical miles, lighting where the ships roaming the sound of Mole, Mole, Mole. Arnamuchan Lighthouse, designed and built in 1849 by Alan Stevenson. The lighthouse lies at the western end of Ar- Arnamuchan Peninsula in Lochaber. At it, it architecturally and decoratively depicts Egyptian influence, making it unique among Scottish lighthouse. My God, I don't know why my brain was having a brain fart reading that. Made of granite and bearing a strikingly black lantern. The tower soars at 118 feet above the rocks. Right, that's all four. What am I missing? Yeah, you. Oh, you found something.
Doctor!
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It,
Mm-hmm.
puts the Grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
Sorry, no.
I don't think that would be wise. Please give it back. That said, I remain grateful for your immeasurable help.
Oh, how disappointing. I hope you will consider lending it to me in the future.
I can't give it to you, man. There's too much at stake with that book. I mean, maybe one day, but not now. Barnes' translation details a ritual awakening of a pagan god.
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock.
Oh, do you think I'm not worried?
He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all
Thank
the
you.
details.
Hello, milady.
Dr. Watson, how nice to see you, despite the inclement weather. At least
It
my
does.
flowers are enjoying
It
the
does.
rainfall.
Okay, see you again, milady. Let's go back home. Bring that with me. I don't think I have anything.
Get the strand, get the
Thank you,
true
kid.
facts.
Alright, I don't think I'll do that deduction yet. I'll do.
Am I mad? This painting wasn't here
Yeah, I
last
think you're
time,
going
was
mad,
it?
Watson. I'm just saying.
Family, Watson. I let go of the best part in Cordona. Now I
Oh,
am left
I
with the
didn't
worst
read
in
what I
Mycroft.
need. Mycroft. Holmes asked to protect one information. Flip Falcon. Who live next to Stanwick's mansion. Okay. Just do that real quick and then come back to Shirley.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the
Blah, blah,
strand
blah,
for
blah.
the details.
Philip Hawkins. Who lives next to Stanwick's mansion. And that's Stanwick's mansion right there. Is it this one? I can't go there. So just walk and see. It's not it. Phil Hockey or Phil Hawk. Oh. Yep, there's the house, alright. Let's mark this one.
Unlike Holmes, I don't
And
care
how do you
a lot,
intend to
Max.
go in? Oh,
Near perfect camouflage. It makes me wonder if Mycroft also spies on our sweet
right, someone's
industry.
spying on Shirley?
A map of possible routes taken from the embassy. I thought only Sherlock was capable of this kind of deduction.
Okay, it's just not someone spying on Shirley. Someone's sleeping here. He's like passed out or dead.
Royal Berkshire Regiment. They had it tough in Afghanistan.
Military was writing something. Unfinished notes written by Hockey. 0545 carriage with a hooded visitor arrived. 7:25 carriage left, the visitor stayed inside. 9:10 boxes with gold from the Japanese Imperial Mint arrived. 9:36 boxes are still being unloaded. 10:10 the last box was moved inside the embassy. 11:33 arrival of the Ottoman ambassador and vice consul. 12:44 the men are having a meeting at the second floor. There are maps of something.
Capital M signed by someone else's hand. Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war.
Face was it's covered in red
His
thing.
face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin.
Yeah. Well, they show his wops.
The spyglass was positioned to watch the windows of the embassy across the road.
Like Japanese flag. I can't go inside. I just have to go back to the boot shop and speak to Mycroft about it.
I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawke's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further, do not talk about this matter to anyone, and do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
Wow. Could have just said no and just give it to Sherlock, but I don't know what could happen either way, so I'll just leave it at that. Let's go home. Home's right here. Holmes not in his right mind. So I'm just gonna duck. Who's the cult leader? Guess that gold. Okay, that works. Could be the one like far to the left. Which one was it? I don't remember. This one. No. Far ahead. No. Right, this name just sounds creepy. Okay. It's always the last one. Archibald Rochester is alive and leading a cult. He aims to conduct a monstrous ritual at Ardnamurchan Lighthouse by implication, sacrifice of all the abductees of diverse ethnicity. Alright. Sherlock, I guess. I know everything.
I have the translation. But Barnes was affected by the book. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving oddly, but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
Oh, you are undoubtedly mad. And egotistical, irascible, oblivious, infuriating. All right. Self-absorbed, self-righteous, self-congratulatory.
Okay.
And invariably correct. So fear not madness, for it seems to me your greatest strength. Something stirs in the depths, Sherlock. A danger. A darkness only a madman would dare face.
Into the darkness, then.
Yeah, the darkness.
Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
Alright, let's go. Into darkness we go. And that's the end of chapter 7. And now that we figured out where the ritual's gonna be, we gotta go there now and stop them. If you want to see what happens next, or if I can stop them, tune into chapter 8. And finally, we can have a face to the person who's behind all of this. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.